Hey guys, Kev here, and we are here once again. Jack Wolf Knives time. This is the Venom Jack, dropping December 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern at dealers. And the list of dealers is linked down below in the description. So you can pick one of these up from there if you like. And yeah, so sick knife. That's the first thing, guys. This knife is absolutely fan-flippin-tastic. He has done it again. It just continues and continues. I don't know what else I can do at this point but tell you to just buy it, you know? I come off like a shill because I get one of these every month, and I tell you it's amazing. And it is amazing. And I do get it for free, but I'm also going to buy the Mars Valley one. So my money gets spent on these. Trust me, I have bought probably more of these than most people. I have every one, and I've bought, I think, all but the Cyborg. I bought another one of. So, you know, as much as, yes, I do get these for review, I also buy them. So I don't have any qualms about telling you to run and buy one, or when I say, give us a break, Ben, or well, let's need a break. I'm being sarcastic because I don't want them to stop, but I'm not being, I'm not being deceitful in any way because I do spend my money on the knives. So anyway, December 16th, 2 p.m. Just keep that. Get one. Boom. It's going to come in this natural micarta. It's going to come in green micarta. It's going to come in a gold dark matter. It's going to come in a Mars Valley fat carbon. And then it's going to come in a purple and blue Timascus, they call it, camo carbon. Now, I don't know if they call it Timascus on camocarbon.net and at Rockin' Blocks, but it's just, they have different names for shit. It's weird. Like 80s fat carbon is also called Shagadelic. This aesthetically is sexy as all get out. It looks way better in person than on his website. So like when we went through the available, like the knives that were coming up, and I was trying to pick which one I thought it was going to be, I look at the Venom Jack and I think it looks good, but I'm never like, ooh, that's sexy as fuck, right? But once I got this in hand, it is sexy as fuck. This might be my favorite one. I mean, I truly love the Midnight Jack. But this is just the overall kind of curve to the lines, that downward angle on the Warney, this sort of like swoop right here with this nice end cap, the two, my God, what am I trying? Flutes. Two flutes on the bolsters. They're integral bolsters, which means basically this scale on this side. Obviously, it's not an integral knife, but this scale is all one piece of titanium. This part for the cover or the scale inlay is milled out of that. So it's not like multiple pieces. I find that a weird saying, integral bolster. Because, like, it'd be fucking weird if it wasn't, you have the full hollow grind, as usual, with this beautiful swedge out here. Now, that's pretty common on these knives, I would say, and traditionals in general. So, if you're not a traditional guy, and apologies for this little mark right here, but see that swedge right here? If you're not a traditional guy like me, where I wasn't, or I'm really not, because I only really like modern traditionals that lean traditional in overall silhouette, but modern in material and finishing, if that makes sense. I know that's weird to say, but like GECs do nothing for me, right? Like this Rosecraft Blades slip joint does nothing for me aesthetically. This is a good knife. Shouldn't have this pry bar, but anyway, it does nothing for me. But this does everything for me. So it's a weird thing. But anyway, I kind of thought, like, when I first got into the Jackals, I thought a lot of the designs were like his unique designs. But if you look across the traditional pocket knife world, most of these exist in one form or another. Now, not in this build and this, and there are little tweaks here and there, but they're not like original designs. Where I think the Cyborg Jack here is an original design from Ben. There's no slip joint traditional that looks like this, right? There's some that have a similar blade shape, but the handle and everything, nothing looks like that. Where most of the other ones, including these, exist in the traditional world. Now, they don't exist in this beauty, in this finish, in this, so of course he put his touches on it, but that's something to note, because me coming into it, I didn't know that, right? I just assumed they were all like original designs, basically, which they are original, but you know what I'm trying to say, I think. So yeah, it's between these two for me on which one I like the best. Once I get the Mars Valley one, I think I'll be able to determine a little better, because right now that Purple Fat Carbon just screams, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with this micarta. Honestly, I'm really digging it. I love how it's darkening a little bit in some areas, and it feels really good in the hand. But, as much as these are users for me, because they are, if it's in my pocket and I need to use it, I use it. They're also collector pieces for me. They're user collector pieces, I guess. I don't know how you put it. I'm not buying two of each just to have one for a collection. I don't roll like that. My collection is all used, but it's still a collection, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm all over the place. It has slight contouring on the scales, which is fantastic. And it just has this blade that looks like a fang, which is where he got the idea to call it the Venom Jack. And then he went from there and kind of modeled the artwork after... do I have the box? Yes. He modeled the artwork after Conan the Barbarian. See there? He's fighting the Crom, I think is his name. And that would be Conan, but it's Jack Wolf. Just fucking awesome. Sean Tiffany killed it on the artwork, but I'd say Ben killed it on the direction of the artwork. So it just looks sick. It's menacing, but also awesome, right? So ergonomically, I say it every month. Now, the Cyborg was not the most comfortable one. But before that, it was like boom, bang, bang, bang. All just like more comfortable. You went from the Sharpshooter, which is ultra comfortable. Didn't think it would be, but it's ultra comfortable. Then the laid back is pretty comfortable. Not as good as the Sharpshooter because it's got the little bit of a sway, but really good. Midnight, very neutral, comfortable as hell. Then you hit me with the K9, which I thought, again, like the Sharpshooter, would not be comfortable looking at it. Most comfortable one yet. Then you hit me with the Benny's clip. Nice. A little bit bigger, has more girth to it. So she said, super comfortable in hand. Then you hit me with the Vampire, and I'm like, dude, the Vampire is gonna suck. Like, there's no way this diamond in the center of the handle is gonna be comfortable. Boom, dropping bombs. That thing was the most comfortable one yet. Then you hit me with the Cyborg. Again, not the most comfortable, but top-notch ergonomics. Nothing wrong with it. Enter the Venmo Jack. The Venom Jack. Inside joke there. And boom. Just absolutely melts into your hand. If you use a knife all day, if you cut rope, man, this is a really good one for that. It's got the Warney blade. It's got that super comfortable ergonomic handle. Large glove size hand, no problem. I mean, absolutely no problem. You want to hit it with draw cuts or reverse whatever cuts, boom, got it. You want to go tactical, fucking Friday night at the 7-Eleven, you want my Slurpee, bro? No, you ain't getting my Slurpee. Oh, you want to mess around? I'll do a reverse Talon on you, bro. Look at that, boom. I would not recommend this. This is a slip joint, but I'm funny, so I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? All right, sorry. Don't do that, kids. Honestly, I would probably tell people to hold a slip joint like this, right? So you're not putting any pressure up here. If you do, be careful and make sure, why am I going into this? When you come out of a cut, you stop. That's where the most accidents happen with a slip joint, is somebody's cutting through cardboard or whatever, and they're pushing to get through the material, and they keep pushing. You get out of the cardboard, and then you're putting pressure down, and snap, it closes on you. Now, luckily, the Jack Wolf knives have stout springs. I mean, this is a 7 overall. I call it a 6.5, 7 on the open. And then from half stop to open, it is a, 7, 7.5. So overall, we're probably looking at a 7 here. Maybe 7.5, and it's just really good access to open it. There's nothing, honestly, this is, again, just, you can stop listening at some point. There's nothing better to me than opening and closing a Jack Wolf knife. There's just nothing more fidgety. And yes, it's fidgety as all get out. You just need 2 hands. There's nothing more satisfying than that snap and pop of a Jack Wolf. Man, so good. And they never disappoint. They just never disappoint, guys. I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically 9 if you count the little bro I had in for review. And it never disappoints. Honestly, it seems like it gets better every time. Just for shits and giggles, spring is flush. Spring is flush. Spring is flush. Dead nuts. Everything looks good. It's nice. Got that contour to it. That belt satin is stupid. We measured the edge in the unboxing. What did I get? Like 12,000, something like that. I mean, I kind of wish that I hadn't retired the printer for labels, because this, oh man, that would be good. Look at that. I didn't even put any pressure down on that. Like, get out of here, bro. All right, let's do it. Let's do a test. Let's do a test. Come on. Let's do it. I'm going to grab, I got a lot of paper here from my days cutting those. I don't think it can go through that many sheets. So let's see. Put it on top of this one. And do I have something just in case? Just in case. Don't want to mess up my... All right. So I'm going to put pressure down and cut. All right. Pretending I'm cutting a shipping label. I'm going to kill you, Ben, if this actually cut through into my fucking mat somehow. No way it got through all this, though. I mean, the most I've ever gotten through, check the tip. The tip is still 100%. The most I've ever gotten through is like, I think, 6 or 7 sheets with a Jaeger. Okay, there's no way that it got through everything. So, oh, no, that's from the... Man, I almost shat myself right there. Okay, let's go this way. Let's see. It's still going. Set those aside. See, if I can cut it out like you know what I mean, then it counts. This side's a little bit, probably gotta call it here. It did indent right here. Look at that. It made a little bit of a cut. Let's just see how far we got here. I'm a bank teller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 sheets. That is literally the deepest I've ever gotten. And that's with me, like, I'm not like trying to fucking, you know, I could bend the tip and shit if I wanted to, but I'm just putting a decent healthy push on it and pulling. And in my personal testing with that, so everything's relative, right? You might push harder, you might push softer, etc. But if you look at it over the course of my knife cutting career with shipping labels, this just took the cake by 2 sheets at least. What did I say? I think 7 or 8 by the Jaeger, and I think the Maverick S matched it around 7 or 8. This just did 9, maybe 10. So for whatever that's worth to you, this is a stupid thin hollow, razor sharp tip. You get a lot of leverage with this guy. But that was effortless. I love this knife. I've spent 16 minutes telling you that. Walk and talk, we talked about, is just phenomenal. The ergonomics for walk and talk, because that's important. How comfortable it is in your hand is one thing, but how comfortable it is to open and close is another. Because when it's not comfortable, you don't really want to do it, right? This, oh my God. You have all this meat right here to grab. Now, is that a downside because you have a taller knife? Maybe. But this has the same slip size. So it's the same width as the Vampire slip. Even though this knife is way thinner overall, right? Shorter, I should say, not thinner. They're all right around 0.45 on the thickness this way. But even though this is thinner, it still goes into the same sized slip. So in your pocket, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? I don't think so. Maybe the weight would be a little more, but they're always usually around 2.5 ounces, I think. So this doesn't really make a difference there. And look at how much you have to grab. So that's the benefit, where if you look at the Vampire, you have to be pretty deliberate and know where you're grabbing here. You have to kind of get in here and grab. Now, I've gotten used to it, and when I carry it, obviously it kind of kicks in, and I know how to grab it. But I am a dude with sweaty hands, sweaty fingers, so I do have times where, you know, I struggle a little bit to grab this. And the nail nick does help on this one. It catches my index finger and lets me grab it, which is nice. Usually nail nicks suck for me because they're not actually deep enough, or they don't have enough material catching to actually help me out. But you never have to worry about that on something like this. Full hollow grind, belt satin, it's just literally made to be grabbed. So, yeah, that's great ergonomically. And then the way the knife falls in your hand when you open and close is wonderful. Like, if you look right here, this rounded corner is sitting right there. Pop, pop, and it's just perfect. We kind of talked about cutting there a little bit. It's razor thin, full hollow grind, stupid warny, fantastic. I mean, honestly, for me, this is the best one they've done. Maybe the Midnight is right there, again, being a sheep's foot, but I do like the downward angle on this a bit. If you look at it, you can see it's aimed this way a little bit. If I show you, see that. Yeah, so that is the Venom Jack from Jack Wolf Knives. You'll probably be seeing a video where I unbox the Mars Valley one, and then you'll see one where I unbox the matching slip to go with the Mars Valley one. And that's just how it goes these days, guys. And I'm sorry if anybody, you know, gets annoyed by it, that's fine. You don't have to watch the Jack Wolf videos anymore. But they're going to keep coming. If he sent them to me or not, I would be getting one every month. I plan to have an absolutely mega collection of the knives. And guys, it's been the better part of a year, and I have not gotten bored with it. Honestly, I am more excited about them now than I was when they started coming out in April, I think it was. So it's literally converted me to a slip joint person. I mean, in that time, I've designed one. I've carried multiple of them. I try to carry one every day. Like, I love them. So whatever that's worth. And you guys have heard this song and dance before. So let me know what you guys think of the Venom Jack. I absolutely adore it. I think it's my favorite one yet. And pick one up on December 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern. If this doesn't go live beforehand, or if it does, I should say, Ben will be on the live stream the Thursday before, which is the night before the drop. So on the 15th of December, Ben will be on Lefty Live, and we'll be talking about this here knife. So that's it. Love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.